Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Now get out!
At last.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg.
Much obliged, Mr.
Please call me Johannes. Welcome to the proud city of...
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure...
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months. Now the city is cut off.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find...
Don't worry, you can't miss him.
I'll need a place to live.
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for...
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my...
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, this city is insular. Its ways mysterious. No.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for...
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sown.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son... I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator. Just arrived from Boston.
Private investigator, you say?
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you...
Well, like I said, I'm a PI.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. It says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers.
I take it you're not the big...
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth, but now... those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city.
So they're just... refugees?
Hardly. Not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking...
Please forgive the question, but...
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. My father united with a certain royal family.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont...
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to...
Vera, you have a point.
Sorry, did you just say...
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect. Outside Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I heard this fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania? Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Do you like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. Choo-choo. Ahem. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Nechri, Grena, Gebhal, Nugulina,
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you?
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throg...
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so...
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth.
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled. So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.